Hello everybody and welcome back to the Old Stream Farm. So today we're going to start by doing a bit of tedding because we've got our grass field out the front. Yes, ignore the fact that it is December, we're not playing with seasonal growth, so the grass will still technically be drying very nicely in the sunshine. If I could turn it off, I could turn off the visual month, but it's quite nice to have the different seasons. See the trees without their leaves, see the autumnal colours, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, this field we're going to have to ted it because this is going to be our hay for the cows. They should already have enough food. They're using about, I'd say about 5,000 litres per day, which is not too hard to keep on top of at this stage. We have 60 cows, but they're only 2 months old. So yeah, let's first of all take a look at tedders. I know that we don't actually have the money to buy. We'll probably do have the money to buy one actually, just not the size that I'm really looking for. Where are they? Tedders, there they are. Yes, because if we were to buy one, we'd buy this one here. But there's going to be no harm at all in renting this one. 841, which actually is very expensive for just doing this one small field. However, there is another way of looking at it, and that is if we didn't do this, we'd have to purchase the bales, and they are really expensive. So it's way cheaper than doing that. But we will also have to row it up. But it's just the way it is. Eventually, we'll be able to do it on a much bigger scale, and we'll own the equipment. Now here we have the 3 fields that still need to be drilled. 22, 23 and 28 over there. Now, as we do have quite a lot of land there, I think we'll be able to justify renting the cedar. And obviously we'll put a crop in that our own sort of cultivator slash seeder can't do. So that would be anything like barley, oats, sorghum, that sort of thing. Actually, now if I was being really cunning, I could actually take the windrow at the same time. And we really don't need an expensive windrower. We don't even need that. Yes, that should be good. Let me just compare that to the Pottinger. Yep, we'll go with that. Nice and cheap. So yes, oh actually no, that is a 3-point linkage mounted machine as well. I was going to say we'll put that on the back, but we don't need to, it's not big enough. That can go on the front, okay. There it is. Very nice. A nice small setup for this lovely tractor. Now, thankfully, we do own all of the other equipment. The baler, the telehandler to move the bales, the trailers, the lorry. So yeah, this is the only renting for this sort of job. We do have flickering trees. It is possible to fix that, but the way I tend to do it is just to go into here and set the visual month to December. Because it looks really similar. You just don't get the flickering leaves. Okay. Let's ted. I know really what we should do is we should ted it and then we should allow it to dry out for another day or so, maybe more than a few days. But because we don't have to, and we do want to do other jobs as well, I think we're going to row it up and bale it instantly. Nice. Big tedder, that is just an amazingly big tedder for this field. Looking good. And it is a field that I drilled. And I'm pretty sure, yes, it would have had fertilizer. So this should be a very high yielding crop of grass. Okay, that's the first lap done. Now just go up and down, and then we can do the same with the windrower, making some fairly nice swaths. And then we'll bring the baler into the field. We'll have to put the baler on the 8S, I think. It is a big baler. Takes a bit of power. And then just grab the Merlot. The trailer on the lorry actually is an auto-loading trailer. But I was going to save that for a really big field, when it's going to actually get really long-winded doing clearing of a field. For this sort of field, yeah, we just don't need it. would just pick them all up nicely with the telehandler and either put them straight into the shed or put them on the trailer first and then take them to the yard. The thing is, the yard is so close. I think I want to do maize in those 3 fields. I think actually we'll use a planter, not a seeder. I'll check the used machinery sale and I'll see if there is one in there. Probably not. I remember there being a planter in the sale. I seem to remember that was on competitive multiplayer. So maybe there's a chance there's one on here now. But there we go, that is the windrowing done. And yeah, not bad. Should be quite easy to bale, hopefully. No, there never is. There's never what I want. That's quite cheap. If we wanted to do bale wrapping, but actually I don't think we do on this map because we've got a really decent silage pit which does need to be emptied. Obviously no rush because the maize isn't even in the ground yet. But yeah, I think it would be nice to plant those fields rather than seed the fields. We'll put this back onto the tractor, and we don't need to return it straight away because we just don't know what we're doing next. There might be time to mow the other field in the next episode, still in this in-game day. So pop that there, and we'll get across to the 8S. There it is. Okay, let's go and get the baler. There it is, the good old Heston baler. It's not too old. The good Heston baler. We've got a bit of straw in there which will hopefully convert into hay. Start unfolding it, scaring the chickens. Because it is a Heston baler, we'll get very few bales out of this. Makes it easier though. Yep, so it converted the straw. All looking good. This will probably only take a minute or so. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Well, we've got, I think, 2 bales. One of them is still in the baler. And there will be something left over. But still, I think it's like 11,000 litres per bale. So that means we've still got 22,000 litres. Pretty good. Plus the extra. Now we do have a few bits and bobs here and there, so I will get those picked up. Every little bit counts. Did notice quite a big chunk over in this corner. Okay. So we really don't need the lorry here, but I think I will just bring it across anyway. Because we can just transport them both on there. The cows will need some hay, but they do currently have 10,000 litres. I'm not going to rush into it because there is a possibility that the sheep will want some as well. I don't want to give it all to the cows. Excuse me, dear. Yeah, and we're left with 67% in the baler, so quite significant. It would be good if the next thing we bale is not straw. It does really want to be hay, if we can help it. We do have another grass field, so we'll probably do that. As we already have the tedder and the windrower, I just want to really prioritise getting the 3 fields drilled. Or planted, as I should say. Before we pick them up, let me just quickly check those planters. Yes, they can't be small. And yeah, that one can direct plant. So that's probably what would go for at £7,000. Which is okay if we're doing 3 fields. Obviously very expensive if we're only doing 1. Also, as we'll have bales on here, I'll be able to find an excuse to put this under cover. Now that Merlot is still in here. Out you come, Merlot. This is great though, with these rear weights, which are an option, it means you can really pick up some heavy bales. We should be able to pick up both these Heston bales with no issues at all. You can also have a 3-point linkage. These really are multi-purpose telehandlers. You can even plough with them. Oh, it's 11,500 litres. Wow. Even better than I thought. Okay, don't get stuck. Interesting. Normally when I adjust the width, it makes it let go. But there we go. Quite excitable. Eventually, we'll be getting full tandem trailer loads, if that's the right term to use, of straw bales. So the lorry and the trailer attached, totally full. It will look amazing. Okay, so I think we'll probably start storing the Merlot in the workshop. And the lorry... Oh no, I think it looks really bad actually when you strap every single strap, when you put every strap on. I love the feature, but really it's just me being lazy there. We don't need to have all the straps on. So there must be a suitable shed to store this in. Perfect. So yeah, 23,000 litres. Really good. So we are going to have to get back into the 8S again. I think that would be the most suitable machine to use for the planting. As for seed, we should have some over here. Also, the fields which have germinated will need to be sprayed with herbicide. Yeah, we've got some seed. That'll probably be a job for next time. So, yeah, that's kind of annoying actually. We're going to have to bring it back to the yard first. Unless we take the seed up to the field, which might be a better idea. Yeah. So we'll go with this one here. Get that leased. And whilst we're at it, when we do the herbicide, we should probably also spray some liquid fertilizer on this grass field. Soon we'll be able to spread it with manure. Love that indicator. Very fancy. Oh, almost took out a car. Whoops. Yeah, I will. I'll take this to the field. I wonder if it needs fertilizer. I don't know if it's a direct fertilizer planter as well. No, it is just seed. So yeah, we'll take all 3 bags, because I have no idea how much we need. But if they're all there, then I can't really go wrong. It's big, isn't it? Really big. We'll start with this field. Eventually we might join these 2 fields together. But I don't actually have a plough at the moment. Look at that, it's huge. Right, well, let's get that Merlot over here. transformer. Can we open these up? I need to put some WD-40. Other brands are available on my mouse. My mouse wheel, is squeaking like a mouse. Yeah, it was over there somewhere where on the Valley of the Old Farm map there was a hayloft. I can see the similarities. Got them in the end. So I'd love some more feedback on this series. Do you think it's still good? As in, are you happy with the way I'm playing? Do you want me to slow down a bit? Do something differently? Or are you happy? Because as I said, it is only a stepping stone series before Court Farms. Or Court Farm. But no, I'm really enjoying it. I think it makes a big difference starting with some really decent equipment. And we've still got things to work towards. Like, we still just can't go and buy anything we want. Okay. The rear weight is also good for this. It does help if I'm actually over one of the tanks. I'm not too sure exactly where it wants me to be, but I guess... I don't know actually. I think I'm over it. But we can just press R, I think. Okay, there we go. We'll take all of it. Anything that we don't need we can just empty. But it probably will take a fair amount. We've got a decent amount to do here. Everything has got lime spread on it. But these ones won't have fertilizer, so we can fertilise these fields at the same time as fertilising the grass field. There we go. Make sure I've got it all set up correctly. I think I have. I've got corn selected, so we'll be doing maize. We could put the ridge markers out, but I don't think we need them. Actually, the crop sensor, Alt-B. Don't know if it makes a difference for this particular job, but we'll put it on anyway. And yeah, this end of the field is clay, so that's why we've got a variable seed rate there in the red. But over here it will probably go green. Yeah, there we go. 8 seeds per metre squared. I love that working with. I think actually if we do buy one of these, we'll buy this one, but seeders first. Seeders before planters. But I reckon maize is going to play quite a big part on this farm. We have to make loads of money selling silage, maize silage. Well, that has been very successful. And we still have 28% seed left in here. So the Merlot can take it back to the yard. And, well, I don't think we have any more drilling to do or planting to do anywhere. I think that's every single field now with a crop in it. Which is quite rare on one of my farms. Usually there's a load of land abandoned or ignored. But there we go, we have 3 fields of maize. So now when we come to harvest this with the forager, which we'll have to rent, yes, it's going to be worthwhile. It's going to make a substantial amount of money. Whilst that folds up, I will just quickly check and see exactly what we have in each field. Make sure we do have something in each field. Yeah, it all looks very good. All growing. Fantastic. So yeah, empty. Got 2 pallets just there. And, well, we don't actually have to return that. We could just do it from the menu. So there we go. Just park the tractor up here and we'll get the Merlot to return the bags. There's only one thing that could have made that better, and it's if the planter could also apply fertilizer. That would be great. But you can't have everything. Oh, they fell off. These slippery things. Okay, I can see they're going to kick up a fuss. Because they really want to be on the tines properly. That's better. Much better. So it's just the weeds that are left in the fields that need to be killed. And then the others need to be fertilised. But otherwise, it's all looking very promising. These seed bags can go where the others came from. Just in here. Perfect. And once again, I'll pop the Merlot in the workshop. And there's still plenty of space to get another machine in if we wanted to reconfigure it or repair it. In fact, we could go all the way down there, and that door probably opens. It does. Yes, I shall use that door in the future. Oh, is that the hayloft? Oh no, it's just where a load of timber and stuff is stored. Okay, well, there is a possibility that we only need a weeder for the weeds. I'm not too sure how established they are, but as we do have our fertilizer spreader, I suppose we can actually apply granular fertilizer instead, just to avoid renting a sprayer today, which we may not need. I'll have to study the weeds in greater detail in the next episode, but that is the lime out of there. Now we'll put the fertilizer in. As you can see, we don't have much, but we've got something. At least we'll be near the store, so we can quite easily purchase some more. That rhymes. And it would actually make sense, as we're here, to apply this small amount to the grass field. Because at least it gets this done. Should make it lovely again. Because, yeah, I mentioned in the previous episode, this area will probably be built on eventually with interactive placeables and stuff. But for now, we might as well use it. Otherwise, it's just going to be wasted land. So we'll keep it nice and productive. Yeah, we're going to have to head down the middle, I think, just to get that covered. Yep. Do I still have my sensors switched on? Yes, I do. Good. Okay. It didn't use much. That would be a big help. Now, this is the only field I'm unsure about, because it's a field which was already cultivated. So there is a possibility it already has some nitrogen. I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. Always worth checking though. We'll see how much we can do before we have to refill. Whoa, that is a really bad field. You can see what it's applying. It's applying 648 kilograms per hectare. And the goal, the target, is way off what it actually is. Well, no doubt that is highly effective. That's great. It is getting through quite a lot of fertilizer, but then it hasn't ever had nitrogen in the time we've had it. It's really poor. Really bad, actually. Severely bad. We've just got a tiny bit left to do over here. And then we're done. So it looks like I did have enough fertilizer after I purchased 2 more bags. We won't buy any more at the moment. We'll only buy it when we actually need it. It's going to leave about 800, 900 litres in there. Right, so that really is everything done. 3 fields planted and fertilised. We should see now if I jump out. As you can see there, precision farming, pH value is perfect, nitrogen is perfect, expected yield is 122%, yield potential is 125%. So I think that is, well, maybe with the exception of rolling, as good as it gets. And that's all done over there. So we can now pop this back in the shed. And, yeah, call it a day. Oh yeah, those weeds have established. So we will have to get a sprayer in the next episode. But that's not a major problem. We'll make sure that all of the fields have got weeds germinated first. Otherwise we're going to have to incur a daily fee, which would be very expensive. So yeah, it just needs to be planned out, really. Then we just have the issue of the tedder and the windrower, because I would like to use them, but the daily fee on those will be extremely low, because they're only low cost, so we should still be able to use them, hopefully, although the windrower is a bit small. But anyway, not to worry, I'll be able to change it. But that is it for today. Look at that beautiful view. Thank you so much for watching, hopefully you've enjoyed it, and until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.